How screens affect our kids' health. What parents can do right now. Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something I think every parent cares about. How using tech devices impacts our kids' health. Especially their physical well-being. Honestly, every time I see my child glued to a phone or tablet for too long, I can't help but worry. Is that little back of theirs getting sore? Are those bright eyes starting to strain? But don't stress too much, because I've looked into it and found plenty of ways to help our kids avoid these issues. I'm going to share it all with you today, in a simple, heartfelt way, like a chat between parents who just want the best for their little ones. First, let me give you the main points so you can get the big picture. Spending too much time on devices can leave our kids with aches, tired eyes, headaches, and just feeling off. It tugs at your heart, doesn't it? But if we encourage them to take regular breaks, things can get so much better. Now, let's dive deeper into each part so you can really understand and start helping your kids right away. When screens wear our kids out, understanding the problem to love them more. Have you ever noticed how, after staring at a phone or playing games for too long, your kid starts complaining about a sore neck, a stiff back, or keeps rubbing their eyes? I've seen my little one sit in the same position for an hour straight, then stand up wincing because their legs were numb. It breaks my heart. Using devices for long stretches doesn't just tire out their bodies, it makes them uncomfortable too. Sometimes I wonder, is a few minutes of fun really worth it if it costs them their health? And that's not all. When they're stuck sitting still with the phone, they don't want to move around anymore. I remember when I was a kid, running around outside, climbing trees, kicking a ball, tired but happy. Nowadays, my kid just wants to hug that screen, and moving around feels like a chore to them. But movement is so important. You know, it keeps them strong, their bones healthy, their bodies flexible. Seeing them glued to one spot makes me want to drag them outside right then and there. But instead of just worrying, I realized I need to step in and help, because I can't let them keep feeling worn out like this. What parents can do to protect our kids from device damage. Okay, friends, I know this might sound worrying, but here's the good news. We can totally help our kids avoid these problems. I've tried a few simple tricks that really work, and I'm excited to share them with you so you can try them too. First off, let's switch up their positions. Instead of letting them sit in one spot forever, I'll nudge my kid to lie down for a bit or walk around. Some days, I even turn it into a game, watching something while hopping around, and they end up having fun while staying less stiff. Next, I make sure they don't keep doing the same motion over and over, like holding the phone with one hand for an hour or staring down too long. I'll tell them to switch hands or look up for a bit, like gazing at the trees outside. It's a small thing, but it helps so much, and they feel better fast. I also set up a fun little play area at home, a screen-free zone with toys, books, or a ball for them to mess around with. Whenever they're bored of the phone, I jump in and play with them, and suddenly the screen's forgotten. Hearing their giggles makes my heart so light. Lastly, I break up their device time into smaller chunks. Instead of letting them go for a full hour, I set a limit, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, then a break. They grumbled a bit at first, but I explained it's to keep them strong and their eyes happy. And they got on board. During the break, I'll invite them to water the plants with me or do something together. It's good for them and brings us closer to. These steps aren't hard at all. You guys, with just a little attention, we can make sure our kids stay healthy while using devices. I truly believe that as long as they're growing up happy and strong, every bit of effort we put in is worth it. Closing. See how simple it can be. With just a little care, we can protect our kids from the physical downsides of tech. I know being a parent keeps us busy, but for our kids, I'm willing to make the time to try these things out. I hope my sharing today gives you some peace of mind. And together, we'll raise happy, healthy kids, okay?